Mayhem Combat takes a whole bunch of ideas from the world of gaming and smushes them together to create something that, for the most part, is at least as good as the sum of its parts. Of course it's got problems and it's not going to be to everyone's taste, but there's a chunky nonsense to the experience that's more than likely going to leave a smile on your face. The game is a brawler through and through, but it weaves other ideas into its makeup. There's a bit of Battle Royale, a bit of Smash Brothers, and a little sprinkling of Clash Royale. In the multiplayer free-for-all, your aim is to be the last character standing. You do that by picking a fighter, giving them a weapon, and then heading out to smack 7 shades of Shakespeare out of everybody else. It's not the simplest task though, and you're going to take more than your fair share of beatings before you catch up with the rest of the crowd. The progression is pretty decent though, and you're unlikely to be at the bottom of the ladder for too long. Elsewhere, you're fighting one-on-one with a computer or human-controlled enemies, or engaging in 3-way tag battles. The controls are the same whatever you're doing. You get a button to hit, a button to jump, and a button to dodge. As you fight, you'll charge up your super move, which pops up next to your punch them button. Meanwhile, a couple of arrows let you dart around. While on-screen buttons are not necessarily the best way of doing this sort of thing, the floaty, flitty nature of the game means a slightly imprecise nature of the touchscreen controls isn't too much of a hindrance. And the fact that you can pretty much just double jump forever adds extra layers, quite literally, to the fighting. Throw in some different character styles and weapons and you're left with a pretty good time. It's not perfect by any means though. There's an almost inevitable lack of variety. And while the fighting is fun, after taking several beatings from more powerful players, you're probably going to need to go and have a bit of a sulk. But when Mayhem Combat gets things right, and when the matchmaking sets up a scrap with players of similar levels, you're going to cheer every punch you land and train that hits your foes. No, it might not pop quite as much as the games that inspired it, but Mayhem Combat is still well worth checking out.